All right, we have senior linebacker Mitch Zajac. Mitch leads the team with 76 tackles, and is on pace for 97 for a second straight year. Mitch is also, last year against Toledo, Mitch had 9 total tackles, and Mitch is also our 2011 Werfel candidate for Western Michigan. So, Mitch, first of all, congratulations on that. And
Thank you.
Playing Toledo is different from playing any other team because they come at you with 2 quarterbacks, and you know that going in. How does that help you prepare? How does it make it more difficult to prepare?
There's a lot of different aspects to looking at teams with multiple threats at multiple positions. At quarterback, it's a little more interesting just because, they're the commander of the offense a little bit. So, with the different guys in there, you kind of have to look at their strengths and expect, the coach to put them in the best position to win, which would be using those guys for their strengths. And, for us, it's important to not get too caught up in the different aspects of who we're going to go against at a certain play, more of concentrating on what we're good at. And I think we've seen that in the past few weeks. We've done better when we focus as a defense anyway on, staying in our and what we're comfortable in doing and not really letting the offense dictate, how we come out and play to play and throughout the game.
I'm going to ask you about the national TV stuff. When it's a midweek game where it's pretty much the only game in town, maybe one of the games, pretty big national audience. Does that fire you guys up a little bit?
Yeah, definitely. Anytime you get the opportunity to play in more than just the people, in front of more than just the people at the stadium, it's always fun. And being in the MAC, we have the opportunity usually at the end of each year to get some of those midweek TV slots, and it helps because you're in the middle of a long season, and that whatever extra sometimes is needed to fire you up. Not that you don't love playing football no matter when it is, but it's kind of cool that you can tell the family at home, hey, I'm going to be on TV on a Tuesday night. You probably don't have anything going on. Tune in. You'll get to watch me. More so than, a lot of guys from Florida and things like that don't always get that opportunity.
The defense has been good enough to win here in several games, but yet Ball State put up a huge number on the Eastern, Northern. And now Toledo coming up next is a juggernaut on offense. What are you guys, it's kind of been, you've bent and you've broken, but you've been good enough to win the games. How do you think you need to improve for this, to have a chance against Toledo?
Well, I think with that, it's definitely obvious that football is a full team game. Defense can't just win the game for you. The offense can't just win a game for you. The special teams can't. You need everybody to show up. And in the games that we haven't done so well, a lot of times our offense has pulled through, and in times when they haven't been quite firing on all cylinders, we've stepped up. But as a defense, it's been a little frustrating because we want to be the best defense in the country. We don't want anybody to score on us. So, when that does happen, guys get a little bit frustrated, but it's important to remember, back to the basics kind of situation. There's not really a team that's going to beat us unless we let them. If all 11 guys are doing what the coaches coach us to do, they put us in the best opportunity to win. So we expect, if we all do it right, that will happen. So it's just working on the small mental mistakes that we've had in the past, the small breakdowns in the middle of the play. If we're able to fix those and put that whole thing together, usually we end up being pretty successful.
What have you done for the last couple of days now that you've had a couple of days off? Take a breath.
Yeah, a little bit. It's really nonstop for us. We go the whole week preparing, and then we get the day off Sunday to kind of recover a little bit, and then we're back to the grind on Mondays. But having a couple of days off has been refreshing, and I think a lot of guys have appreciated it. Coach gives us that opportunity whenever he can, just to get our bodies back a little bit, refresh our minds, kind of be a normal college student for a day or two, and then it's back to work. So tomorrow we'll get things started, and it'll be a good week for us.
They talk about sometimes you get into a role, you do this on Sunday, this on Monday, you get into that regime. Does this couple of days break that thing? Is it a good thing, bad thing, for you?
I think most people, or most guys on the team anyway, see it as a good thing, because sometimes when you're in that routine, you might forget about something that you used to do that helped you be successful. And with this day off or two, it gives you a chance to kind of reflect on what you've done well in the past, and kind of gives your mind a break, from the constant preparing for each team, and you get to think about yourself as a team a little bit more so than the opponent.
Do you plan on watching the game at 7 o'clock tonight? What are you looking for?
I'll probably watch the game just because it's two of the better teams in our conference, and it's an important game for us as far as what we want to accomplish at the end of the season. I'm just interested on how the offense or how the defenses do against their offenses. Obviously we've played Northern before, so we know a little bit of what to expect from them. But not being able to put a lot of time watching Toledo yet, it's going to be interesting to see how their defense stacks up against their offense.
With these couple extra days come right on time, facing Toledo, the number 1 team in the night.
I don't think necessarily the opponent's what's important for the break. I think the time in the season, it's been important. We just finished midterms as far as the academic side of it goes, so everybody's a little worn down from that. And then being 9 games into the season already, coming up in this 10th game, and it's like you said, it's an important game just for our success, not necessarily about who it is.